essentially they are legalized Ponzi schemes. I mean, that's what a meme coin is. There's no value to it. So you got to get in and get out before it crashes. And I think most of the, what do you get? I mean, Doge and maybe a couple others, but the true meme coins that people are doing on Pump Fund, like it's the same general cycle every single time. As long as people know what they're getting into, but I don't have the secret sauce
Mhm.
on what makes one go up. I know what makes mine go up. I tweet it. If I tweet it, they go bananas. But it's an interesting, crazy market.
Stool Presidente, also known as the founder of Barstool Sports, will be joining us at Consensus Toronto from May 14th to 16th. He joins CoinDesk Conversations now to give us his honest take on crypto. Dave, welcome to CoinDesk Conversations.
Thank you.
Now, I want to hear a little bit about your journey in crypto. You've kind of gone all around the block from Bitcoin to meme coins. Why do you care about crypto?
Well, yeah, I'm interested obviously in just financial markets. I don't think it started really a couple of years ago, COVID. I got into trading stocks and just traditional stock market. Also, that's kind of when I was introduced to Bitcoin. So it's definitely a little bit on the later side, if you want to say COVID's later side. But since then, I've been just following it pretty closely, just like I do all the finance stuff. And I don't think you can be involved in anything, stock market, finance, without crypto being a major part of it.
Given your background, I got to ask you about this correlation between sports, gambling, and crypto. I mean, you said you got into the market a little bit late. I disagree. I think it's still early for everyone. But
That's an
why do you,
all-time Bitcoin
pardon?
statement. That's like the Bitcoin statement. Yes, it's still
Exactly.
early.
It's
Right.
still so
Correct.
early.
Yep.
What do you make of this correlation between sports and crypto? And we can throw gambling in there. Why do you think all three of these things resonate with a sports audience so much?
Well, I think the stock market is the world's largest casino. Experts like to say, obviously, looking fundamentals and stuff, but I still think there's a very direct correlation between people who are, whether it's sports gambling and trying to make money, basically. So that extends to the stock market, that extends to crypto. Obviously, a lot of people buy, hold, but there's a lot of buying and selling. And it depends what aspect. Like if you're looking at meme coins, that's gambling, plain and simple, nothing more to it. So yeah, there's definitely there's the general element of people being willing to risk money to make more money.
I think that you have this interesting ability to recognize trends before they happen. And you've really always been ahead of the trend. And that's kind of what you have to do with this meme coin game, right? Talk to me about how you see trends before they blow up. Have you applied that to your crypto strategy?
Yeah, well, a lot of the Dave Portnoy haters out there will say I'm very late on crypto, so I don't know if I've been quick on the trends. Um, the meme coins, phew, I don't know that you can really spot anything with the meme coins. I certainly haven't. Obviously, it's a volatile thing, and I mean, essentially, they are legalized Ponzi schemes. I mean, that's what a meme coin is. There's no value to it. So you got to get in and get out before it crashes. And I think most of the, what do you get? I mean, Doge and maybe a couple others, but the true meme coins that people are doing on Pump Fund, like it's the same general cycle every single time. As long as people know what they're getting into, but I don't have the secret sauce
Mhm.
on what makes one go up. I know what makes mine go up. I tweet it. If I tweet it, they go bananas. But it's an interesting, crazy market, meme coins.
Yeah. You're learning about crypto, blockchain. I have to ask you, if you were to launch Barstool again today, if you're going to launch a new venture, would you ever consider implementing crypto or blockchain in any way?
So this is where I'm like an idiot. Like I don't even know how I would implement it, like the blockchain into Barstool. So I don't have an answer for that. Like I got involved in meme coins because I wanted to launch a Barstool meme coin,
Hmm.
but I did not want my fans and followers to lose money. Um, so I really was trying to learn how to do it without it having the giant crash and people losing money. So in that aspect, yeah, I'd love to do that part of it. I still would love to do that. As far as how do you incorporate the blockchain into the everyday business that we do,
Mhm.
I have no idea.
I
Somebody can
feel
make it make sense for me, maybe.
I think there are a lot of people watching who would love to make it make sense for you,
Well,
Dave.
crypto's the league leader in people telling you what they should be doing, and it's also the league leader in people I don't trust. Like when we actually, when we were with Penn and we had the Barstool Sports book, we implemented, I believe in Colorado, you could gamble with crypto like Bitcoin, and we accept it. When I did the Barstool Fund, which was to save small business, we raised about $50 million. And I had a lot of the crypto community be like, accept Bitcoin and you'll make a ton more. Went through the whole process, set it up. We got like 30 grand of Bitcoin. Like they talk big,
Mm.
big talk, but didn't work out. So
Yeah, people like to talk a lot
there's a lot of big talkers.
on the social platforms, especially X. I will give you that one. But I think that like a utility token for Barstool or an NFT could work. I have
Well, an
high hope.
NFT is I mean, we did an NFT. We did a
Mhm.
1 byte NFT. I think NFTs are kind of like poof, gone. I never totally understood NFTs. I guess you look at it as art, right? Like if someone's a baseball card, a collectible. And it sold. We did the 1 byte NFT. I think it sold for like 200 grand. So, but that was in like the boom of the
Yeah.
NFTs. And as far as like a utility, absolutely. But I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it another time, maybe when you're at consensus, but there are a lot of sports teams that are doing some interesting things that could apply to your business model. But I will leave that to you to go and discover outside of this conversation. But that leads us to our next topic, which is you're going to be at Consensus Toronto with us in May 14th to 16th. Talk to me about what you're going to be talking about.
Well, I think it's Q&A, so I'm sure it's going to be a lot about my journey in Bitcoin crypto, which has been well documented. Up and downs. I have like a love-hate relationship with Bitcoin, I would say, because I've just been on the wrong side of every time it rips. I do own a lot of it. I own a lot of XRP, so I'll talk a little bit of XRP and the meme coins. The meme coins has been something that I'm relatively new with, and I found myself like entrenched and probably not on purpose, like the biggest scandal there was with the Argentina coin, like somehow I was in the
Mhm.
middle of that. So all these things I'm sure I'll discuss. And, I do, as much as I have a back and forth with the crypto community, I actually love them. I think they're hilarious, very funny, very creative. But it is an interesting group, which I guess I'm part of.
What is it about XRP that made you want to get involved?
Well, I know Brad Gnarlinghouse, so I'm familiar with it. A lot of people are talking about it. I bought it before the lawsuit went away, which I thought it was going to. So I thought it had a chance to continue to go up. I still do. It's what I think as of us doing this around 212. So, I'm trying to get like not just Bitcoin, try to get as many different. I
Mhm.
own some ETH. I don't pretend to know it all, but I want
Yeah,
to own as much of it as I can.
you're diversifying.
Correct.
All right. And this is a little bonus question for you
Okay.
because I know you love pizza. I know you love good pizza.
Well,
Do you know what the best pizza in Toronto is
I
for all?
do.
Okay, tell us.
North, the heck is the name of it? Because I've done a ton of pizza reviews in Toronto, actually. So Toronto, let me see if I can pull this up. Toronto, it's north of something. This isn't ringing a bell.
No, and I'm from Toronto and it's not even ringing a bell, but
Let's see. North of Brooklyn. There you go.
north of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
great.
best pizza in Toronto, north of
There's actually
Brooklyn.
some pretty good pizza in Toronto.
Okay, maybe we'll get you some when you join us at the
Yeah, I haven't been a bit, so I'm sure there's no new places. But yeah, north of Brooklyn was very, very good.
amazing. All right, Dave, we will see you in Toronto and maybe we'll share a slice.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it.
If you want to hear more from Dave Portnoy, join us at Consensus Toronto. We will be there from May 14th to 16th, and tickets are on sale now. All you have to do is go to consensus2025.coindesk.com to get yours, and we'll see you there next month.